Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Yerrr Sports Show. I'm your host, Big Baby, aka the soul of R&B. And to my right, the only person who is on time this week, the Queen Tay.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
And just joining us after chefing up in the kitchen, BK Matt.
Yo. What's going on, guys? What's going on?
That mac and cheese look nasty.
What happened? You said what? What you said? You said my mac and cheese look nasty. I'm gonna let this slide.
But it's good though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
They like you got too much stuff in it.
Seasoning.
Shouts to Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
Hi.
What's going on, yo?
See, I told you, Tay, bring the women back. They wasn't here for me and Pete last week.
They didn't want no quick hits.
Shout out to Mr. Pete Farrakhan, who's out at a wrestling show right now. So, how you guys' week's been? Tay, how's your week?
My week was good. My week was good. It was long.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to my future husband. Holla.
We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
No, we are.
We're
We
not
are.
doing this.
We're gonna do this. We're not gonna mention who, but but we just not gonna completely do this. Matt, how was your week?
It was good. It was well, not good. It was all right. It was long, very long.
You can say you had a good week.
I mean, I made it through it. I got one more week of hell, you know.
Until when?
Week. So the peak season is over. Once the holiday is over, 4th of July, then everything should dumb down, and I should actually be getting a normal sleeping pattern, hopefully. God willing.
You gotta love a normal sleeping pattern when
I know
working adults.
I haven't had one of those since I was like 15.
Pretty much the same with me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How was your weekend though? How was your week?
Mine was pretty good. Please excuse the person playing the flute in the back. That's my grandfather. But
That's what's up.
It was pretty good. Like, I'm getting a hang. I just finished my final cert for my supervisor position, so now I'm completely certified. I'm straight. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Big soup in the building. Dre Dollars all day. And Big Baby we trust. And Big Baby you trust. But my week was pretty good. Definitely pretty good. Getting ready to take some trips. Everything, some day trips because I don't have vacation this year. So, but we have no quick hits this week. But we're gonna start the show off crazy with the smoke section. BK Matt, I know you switched up from what we were originally going to talk about because the Bucks actually handled their business this week. So let's talk about it. What you're going to talk? Well, we're not going to say what we're going to talk about. I'm just going to let you go into it, all right? Because I'm pretty sure everybody who's watching can see what your name is and what your smoke section might be about. All right?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the smoke session will be dedicated to one Scottie Pippen, who said some real stupid stuff given his resume. To say that LeBron James has won rings without any help is blasphemous, is borderline it's just not intelligent for somebody of your stature. You have 6 NBA rings. For you to sit there to say that LeBron James has won any ring without any help is just not smart. I get the Kevin Durant hate. I get it. I understand it. Yes, he joined up with the Warriors. with light skinned Jesus and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and Iggy, and Steve Kerr. Then he goes to the Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving and they form a super team when James Harden joins up with them. And granted, he's not asked of a lot. He's asked to score.
But can I just say that I'm the person that called that the Brooklyn Nets was only going to go as far as the second round of playoffs?
We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Scottie Pippen. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Look. We're not going to do that. I'm still not over it. I'm aggravated as hell about it. We're not going to do this. All right, that's what we're not going to do. We're talking about Scottie Pippen saying something stupid. To say that LeBron James won a ring without any help. So then, and here's what made it even more funny, right? Because and Tay's gonna get a kick out of this, right? Tay's gonna get a kick out of this because she hates Kyrie Irving. It's clear. It's obvious. Don't fix your face.
I don't hate Kyrie Irving.
Yes, you dislike him a lot. You dislike him a lot. You don't give him no credit.
LeBron didn't have no other superstars on that team for 2016. There were no other superstars.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
I wouldn't go as far as to say there was no help. Kyrie Irving is not a superstar. Let me put myself back on mute.
How do you figure Kyrie Irving is not a superstar?
He's not.
How?
Because he's not.
People pay money to see Kyrie Irving do what he does.
People pay money for all kinds of stuff. That doesn't mean he's a superstar. What franchise has he carried?
I'm sorry. That's how you leveling out superstars? Carrying teams?
What franchise has he carried?
What franchise is Dominique Wilkins? What franchise is Dominique Wilkins carrying?
Atlanta Hawks. What are you talking about?
What did they win?
He was a face.
What did they win?
Like 15 years.
What did they win?
It doesn't
matter.
What
did he carry them to? What did he carry them to? No, you said carry them. You said he didn't carry no team.
He wasn't.
He was the face of Cleveland. He was the face of the Cavaliers when LeBron was in Miami. What are you talking about?
He would never be. Where was the Cleveland Cavaliers with the worst record in the league? What was they doing before LeBron came back?
And what was Atlanta doing with Dominique Wilkins?
What was that even? There was always in the conversation. Dominique
Wilkins. What?
Hold on.
The conversation of what?
Hold on.
The conversation of what? That's the question.
In the 90s, no. I'm gonna ask you a question because the thing is. You be trying to make points, and your points be blasphemous and makes no sense.
How is it blasphemous? You said Kyrie Irving's not a superstar. That's blasphemous. You said Kyrie Irving's not a superstar. Kyrie Irving is a star. He is 100% box office star. People pay money to see Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is the truth. One of the most skillful guards that we've ever seen. How you gonna sit there and say that man is not a superstar?
Matt
is a superstar.
Matt, you can't ask a question and not let her answer the question, bro.
Answer the question.
Let her answer.
Carry them too.
Let her answer the question.
You sound dumb as hell. The thing is, at the end of the day, it's like you came out the absolute.
You're not even answering the question though. What did Dominique Wilkins carry the Hawks to?
To the playoffs.
Where?
Hold on. What playoffs did Kyrie go into without LeBron?
What did Dominique Wilkins win in Atlanta?
Matter.
Yes, it does. Because you said carry them.
It doesn't matter.
You said carry them. What did he carry them to?
Kyrie was never a superstar. He was never the superstar on his team. Not a team that won a championship.
He's a superstar. Regardless, he's a superstar.
He's not a superstar. He's a star.
Yes, he is.
He's a star.
He's a superstar.
Franchise.
So, Dre, you gonna sit here and you gonna sit here and say that Kyrie Irving's not a superstar too?
When was he the guy?
Kyrie Irving is a superstar.
Dominique Wilkins was the guy on his team. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the guy on his team.
Without Kyrie Irving, LeBron James would have never won that ring. Let's be clear.
The thing is, I'm about to jump off because I can't even get a word in, and I'm getting tight now. Because at the end of the day, Kyrie was never that guy. When was Kyrie the guy?
When they won the championship, he was that guy.
He was the guy.
When they won that championship, he was the guy.
LeBron could win a championship without Kyrie. Kyrie can't win a championship without
Kyrie in 2016.
He can't win without another superstar. Kyrie is an auxiliary superstar. He's not the guy. No. You don't build a team around Kyrie.
Now you adding levels to a superstar.
Build a team around Kyrie Irving.
Boston.
You build a team, but what did they do?
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
What did they win?
The Eastern Conference Finals. No, they ran into LeBron.
You sound like a hypocrite because
how am I a hypocrite? I didn't say nothing.
Okay, Kyrie did on his own what Dominique Wilkins did on his own. Nothing. How about that?
But you said he's a superstar. But you said
not a
Dominique Wilkins is a superstar.
Yeah, at the end of the day, because by your logic, that means Patrick Ewing is not a superstar.
I didn't say that he wasn't a superstar. Patrick Ewing is a superstar.
That's what that.
You said what did Kyrie Irving do?
Logic. Kyrie Irving is not the face of a franchise, not a successful one. The thing is, so you saying what did Dominique Wilkins do is the same thing as saying what did Charles Barkley do? What did Patrick Ewing do? Well, I mean, am I taking crazy pills?
This is your statement, though. But this is your statement. You said that Kyrie Irving is not a superstar because he didn't carry his team nowhere. Dominique Wilkins didn't carry his team nowhere.
So
he was never the guy on his team. He was always the number two.
Yes, he was.
He was always number two.
He still was somebody, though.
Again, to be transparent,
that's like saying Steph Curry wasn't a superstar because Kevin Durant was on that team.
To be transparent, out of the 12 years that Dominique Wilkins has played, 8 out of those 12 years he was on the Hawks, and he carried them to the playoffs. Those 8 years that he was them 8 years. I get it. Your point is, Matt, that he didn't carry him to a championship, right? That's what you're saying. So Dominique Wilkins.
What she said. She said a superstar is somebody that carries their team.
No. I said a superstar is the face of a friend. Whoa. No, the thing is, if you wouldn't have talked over me,
replay this shit.
And then replay it because I didn't even get a chance to get a word in.
You started it off with that.
No,
you said Kyrie Irving is not a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
We can have a poll, and I'm pretty sure everybody would say that Kyrie Irving is a superstar.
He's not the number one guy. Even in Brooklyn now, he's not the number one guy. Kevin Durant is the number one guy.
Okay, and Kevin Durant was with Steph Curry. Russell Westbrook wasn't the number one guy. You still saw him as a superstar, right?
What you're saying is not right. Kyrie
you saying the number one. Now you're switching it up and saying the number one option is a superstar.
Guy on the team. Y'all gonna sit here and say that Kyrie Irving is that guy? He's not.
So
he's not.
Because he's not the number one option, he's not a superstar. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
So on OKC, Russell Westbrook wasn't the number one option, so he wasn't a superstar.
He wasn't a superstar. I didn't consider Russell Westbrook a superstar until KD left.
I thought Kevin Durant was the superstar in OKC
until KD left. God. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about that.
No, he was not the guy. Not until KD left. He was the number two. Like Jordan was
Russell Westbrook didn't make no All-Star games while Kevin Durant was there. That's crazy.
No matter how you look at it,
this is what we doing.
Jordan was the guy and Pippen was the two.
We can't go off All-Star.
But yeah, Scottie Pippen is in the top 50 players of all times. But he's not a superstar. Come on, man.
He wasn't the guy. He was not the guy.
Being the guy doesn't mean that you're not a superstar.
Kevin Durant is the guy. That's why they say when you have a top 50 list of greatest superstars, he's one of the guys. He's not the guy. No matter how you want to dress it up and wrap it up in the bow, it's not going to make him the guy of a franchise.
He is still a superstar, regardless of if he's the guy or not. He's still a superstar.
For all intensive purposes, he's not the superstar.
He's a superstar. He don't have to be the superstar. He's a superstar.
Now LeBron is the superstar. Kevin Durant is the superstar.
So Anthony Davis is not a superstar. So Anthony Davis is not a superstar. That's what you're telling me?
No, he's not.
Oh my God.
And I say that for so many different other reasons.
Oh my God.
No, he's not. If he could stay off the injured reserve list for long enough, because when he was leading those Pelican teams and stuff like that, where did they go? We always talked about his potential, but where did he go? Where? But the injured reserve list. I don't care. It's the truth. Like I said, Scottie Pippen went too far by saying LeBron didn't have help. But LeBron wasn't on a team full of superstars in the Cleveland Cavaliers. That goes.
He didn't have that with Miami either, right?
No, he was in a team full of superstars. Dwayne Wade was a superstar. I want to say
Kevin Love was a franchise guy, and Kyrie Irving was a franchise guy. They both were leading their teams at one point. Okay, so by using your logic, that is the logic.
Use your Dominique Wilkins logic, right? All right, put Kyrie in the Dominique Wilkins category. So
Dominique Wilkins is not a superstar to you?
By your logic, because they were the face of the franchise that went nowhere, that he's not a superstar either.
He's an all-star.
Who cares?
He's well known.
How many people people who's an all-star that are bums. Come on, please.
Oh my God,
please. You leave it up to the fans. Anybody can be a damn all-star. Anybody. Does that matter? I don't think it matters. But Kyrie Irving was never the guy. He's one of your top guys, but he was never the guy. He's not somebody you build a team around. He's an auxiliary piece.
So he's not a superstar. That's what you're telling me.
And
Anthony Davis is not a superstar.
Who?
Anthony Davis is not a superstar.
No, he's on the injured. He's the injured reserve superstar.
And that's all for the smoke section.
Yeah, let it be. Let it be.
So
because Scottie Pippen was wrong with what he said, but there were no other superstars on the team. When you look at the Golden State Warriors, you had Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. They were the superstars. Everybody else were the other guys that you don't build teams around. They're the pieces that you want, but they're not. The owners are not laying in bed thinking, how am I going to build this team around Kyrie? I'm going to get him a superstar. That's what I'm going to do.
My quick thing before we move on to the main topic of the day. I can't say Kyrie Irving is not a superstar, or I can't say AD is not a superstar. This is my personal opinion. I think that what is said, I've always said, when Kyrie had a chance to lead a team, he didn't take him anywhere. I'm not discrediting him as a superstar. The same thing with Dominique Wilkins. Dominique Wilkins had his team, took him to the playoffs. He was by himself most of the time. Again, I'm not discrediting Kyrie Irving or Anthony Davis, even though Anthony Davis, again, is, his name should just be written on injury reserve from the beginning of the season. But there's something else Scottie Pippen said that was kind of off the wall. What was it? He said that Kevin Durant couldn't lead a team.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the next thing?
Yeah, Kevin Durant can't lead a team so he's not better than LeBron James. So some crap of another. Look,
there's two different type of players.
Yeah, regardless, LeBron is held to a different standard because he's a point forward. He's supposed to. He takes on responsibility of distributing the ball and getting other players involved, and he can score. Sometimes he defers not to score and get his other teammates involved, and he makes them better. Whereas Kevin Durant is just a sniper. He's 100% a pure scorer. He can score any way, anyhow, known to man, and he can rebound, and he's a pretty good to decent defender. Whereas LeBron is a great defender in Miami. But two different players, both equally great. LeBron has an edge over Kevin Durant. That's clear.
They're not equal at all. They're not equal. They're not on the same level. Not at all. LeBron I think KD is a great scorer, but I wouldn't. And we've had this debate before in the past. You get what I'm saying? I think LeBron is a better complete player, which puts them on a different level to me. Even though that shouldn't even come from Scottie Pippen, who didn't want to take the last shot that would have got them in the damn Eastern Conference Finals.
That's what Kevin Durant said.
He was upset because they drew a play for Kukoc instead of him, and he wouldn't get down. I mean, that's a lot. That's a big criticism coming from somebody who did that when he was the man on the team. There was no Jordan that year.
So I got to ask this question because you're very critical over Kevin Durant and his stuff in the media.
I'm not.
So
yeah.
You are. So
y'all want to put him on the same level as LeBron? Get that same heat.
It doesn't affect me either one. But
yeah.
My question is, Kevin Durant responded and he said pretty much what you said, and saying basically they didn't follow you, they followed Phil. You didn't lead your team. You sat down. So are you on the same energy as far as Kevin Durant with his stuff in the media with this quote, or do you low-key agree with him?
Well, I think he said the right thing. I think he said the right thing. He wasn't. I don't feel like he was disrespectful in what he said. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that was an accurate retort to what the energy that was given to him. You know, sometimes he takes it a little bit too far to me. He takes it a little bit too personal. That's the
I thought he did with this. I thought he did with this.
No, I thought what he said.
Little bit.
I thought he said what he said to Michael Rappaport was way worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Scottie Pippen had no business saying that, even though he could have felt like that, because I could see where he says that. You get what I'm saying? I could see where the thing is, and it keeps coming back to the same thing. I think Kevin Durant is a great player. You get what I'm saying? I think he's great, but I don't think that he has the leadership. I don't. That one game, and look what it took out of him, that one game. That was the first time in a long time I saw him display leadership and took the game into his hands. And you can't keep that up for an entire series. That gets you maybe 1 or 2 games the most. You get what I'm saying? But I don't feel like Scottie Pippen had the right to insert the LeBron argument there. I don't think that it was apples and oranges at that point.
I just want to understand his purpose for even speaking on this matter in the first place. Like
the book. The book. That's what it is.
But he can the same way. He has more right to speak to it than we do.
Yeah, I mean that's a fact, but I'm just saying, like, that's a blatant shot. We got that.
You think it was a blatant shot?
Yeah, because I felt like he targeted Kevin Durant. Because look, we all know the comparisons when it comes to Scottie. Everybody compares LeBron to Scottie Pippen and Magic Johnson. He's that type of player. He's a point forward.
I think is kind of like it's kind of. I don't think they
compare him to Scottie.
I've heard Scottie's. I've heard Scottie.
They're not even the same. I mean, I hear more Jordan comparisons than Scottie comparisons.
Scottie was clamps. Scottie was clamps, and he'll move that rock.
No, he's the same frame. They're like
LeBron's a little bit more power. LeBron's a little bigger than Scottie.
No, what I'm saying is they're both like the same size as a power forward, but they ran the point position. He's a point forward. He's LeBron, the original point forward.
LeBron did
so that's what I mean. There's no denying that. That's clear. But I feel like that's where that comparison comes, and I feel like he's more like because in the beginning he was very critical of LeBron in the beginning stages of LeBron's career, but I think after a while he grew to a level of affinity for him. So it was like I know I get a lot of crap about me getting at Bron fans, right? I feel like sometimes they overanalyze situations to give him props with certain things. And maybe this might have been one of them times where a Bron fan did that because Kevin Durant did what he did. And it was compared to LeBron's 50-point game in game 1 or it was game 1 or game 3.
It was game 1 of that finals. But
you know what? At the end of the day, any superstar is going to garner those type of comparisons. Like people love to compare others to others. You get what I'm saying? People love to do that. And I think it's some comparisons because you are expected to be this top guy on the team. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to face that. Do I think it was more because of LeBron fans? No, but it's like everybody compares LeBron to Jordan. But if that was LeBron in that case, they wouldn't be comparing him to KD. They'd be comparing him to Jordan. What Jordan would have did. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But like I said, at the end of the day, they always draw comparisons. Like people like, oh, Devin Booker reminds me of Kobe or this person. And the thing is, let him be himself. Let him be himself. Right. Let him be instead of, oh, he reminds me of Kobe or this person reminds me of Iverson or this person reminds me of Chauncey or this person reminds me of these people. Let him be the first.
He burped him. He burped that man.
You know what I'm saying? Let him be the first of whoever. Let him be the first of whoever. But the thing is, I'm going to say that KD is not on the same level as LeBron to me. He's not. And it's not because of leadership options, because there was times where I felt that LeBron could have been a better leader too.
This year.
There was times where LeBron, this man is in his 18th year in the league. Like, at the end of the day, he has nothing to prove to anybody at this point.
I mean, I agree with you with he doesn't have nothing to prove, but that doesn't stop your responsibilities for your team. regardless of the seasons
And he
that you've been in the league. You're a vet. You're that vet. You're the captain. You're the leader of that team.
No one's
So
gonna
just because
at a high level though.
no, I'm not expecting him to play at I expect LeBron to be LeBron, but walking off the court in the middle of the game or like just appearing uninterested on the court, that's not leadership quality. That's bad leadership qualities. And if anybody else would have did it, they would have got crucified for it. So
right,
I mean,
we only heard it we only heard about it once,
one time,
and that was the end of it. If KD would have did that same thing,
he would have got killed.
Yeah,
KD doesn't. I don't find any leadership there at all.
Yeah, no,
I don't find any. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you want to be on the LeBron level. You got to take the LeBron level criticism too.
Well, I mean, that's the one thing I feel like he I can't curse. He messes up on.
You already did.
I really didn't. I don't think I did.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I did.
I don't remember cursing.
I'll send it to you.
But that's the one thing I would say in those two where KD is gonna optimally fail in as far as his off the court antics, like the whole burner account and clapping at fans and then clapping at legends and all that stuff. That's gonna,
His insecurity.
Yeah, but honestly, and I don't know if y'all remember this, but y'all remember when Charles Barkley said something about LeBron and LeBron kind of like snapped at him? I don't think he's ever got the level of scrutiny that Kevin Durant would get if he did that. I don't.
Kobe did the same thing.
Kobe's
the thing is, you talk this whole thing about LeBron fans and all this stuff like this. Even on our podcast page and stuff like that, I see more LeBron haters than fans. People don't love LeBron like you say they do. Maybe one or two people that you see or whatever. But I remember, especially early in his career, up until through Miami, until he went back to Cleveland, he was the most. Even till now, I sent you guys a meme that was based off logistics. He's the most hated athlete in the United States.
But do you think it's because of his basketball game, or do you think it's because of his stance?
I think it's basketball.
I think it's because of his political stance.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's political stance.
I don't think so.
I think it has if we had to go like with a percentage, I'd say like probably 10, and that's maybe a little bit too much. But I think more of it how he carries himself on the court and what he does for the league, and it's like, oh, you think you're this, and then the whole King James moniker kind of just like, oh, so you the king, show us you the king. It's the same thing, and then with him acknowledging himself as king, that brings a whole another level of stuff, because I've heard, legends be like, oh, if you're the king, you got to prove it. Oh, if you this, that, and third, you got to prove it. So,
I mean, when it comes as a ball player, a ball fan, and I can't sit there and say like I hate LeBron. I don't. I'm a fan of his game and what he does on the court. It's more or less the fans and all that extra crap that goes with it. It's just like annoying. It was like when he went to Miami, everybody was like wearing Miami Heat fan. Like everybody was a Miami Heat fan.
It was the thing wherever he at.
Yeah. So and it just got worse. They flopped back to Cleveland. It got worse because now we got a whole bunch of Laker fans that didn't exist. These are the people that was crucifying Kobe years ago about pass the ball. Here, Chuck. Oh, he put up 81 points, but look at his percentage. All right, but
Kobe was a Chuck.
Look, regardless of what I'm saying, my point was all these people that hated the Lakers back then, now they're all diehard Laker fans.
They all do. Everybody does that. It's been like that for generations. Like people didn't care about the Chicago Bulls. They cared about Michael Jordan.
I hate them. I hated them then.
People didn't care about the Yankees.
The Brooklyn Nets until KD came and Kyrie came to the team.
No, that's wrong. I cared about the Nets when they got to Brooklyn. There's a difference. I supported them, but when James Dolan messed up in free agency like he did and doing all that, I'm like, I can't support this no more. I'm full on with the Nets now. That's what I said. I ain't never said, KD and no. I was there with freaking Darren Williams. When they first got to Brooklyn.
This is the first time I ever hear you bring up Darren Williams' name.
Exactly. With Darren Williams and Wheelchair Joe.
That's what we're not going to do. First of all,
Wheelchair Joe Johnson.
You mean ISO Joe.
Get out of here.
ISO Joe. Who dropped KD off too.
Stop it.
But you know what? At the end of the day, people follow players and not franchises.
Absolutely.
It started with I feel like, I mean, you're right. You're 100% right.
Because them same Bulls fans went over to Washington when Jordan was on the Wizards too.
Yes.
That was comical.
Yes. Who in their right mind outside of people in the DMV were Wizard fans?
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Ashley Baker.
Shout out to Ashley Baker.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's what people do. They follow franchises. Like, look, everybody who followed Iverson from people cared about the 76ers all of a sudden, and then after that, they cared about the Nuggets all of a sudden. The Denver Nuggets, you see people in Denver Nuggets jerseys.
I ain't gonna hold you. That baby blue was kind of hot. I was in a phase at that time.
When the mellow came out.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, no, that's what people do, and I don't think it's fair to say it's LeBron James fan. I've heard way more LeBron James hate, and I've been a basketball fan for 30 years. I've heard more LeBron James hate than any other player since. Well, Kobe had his love and hate because of the off the court stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
he hated Kobe because he ran Shaq away. Apparently,
no. I think even before the Hacker Shaq and before that relationship dissolved. But it speaks to a larger issue that, to me, people want to compare KD to LeBron, but when the fire gets hot, KD does not get the same scrutiny that LeBron. If the Nets were LeBron's team, you get what I'm saying? We wouldn't have stopped hearing about it. Now the Nets have been out the playoffs for about a week now, and no one's even. It's like whatever. We still talking about the Lakers having an early exit because of LeBron.
I mean, they talk about KD too. They're talking about KD a lot. I'm hearing more about KD than the only time I hear LeBron be mentioned up is if I'm watching Undisputed and Skip brings him up. That's the only time I really. That's the Skip. I ain't gonna hold you.
For no reason.
The great Skip Bayless is national treasure.
That's the end of this.
But he be wilding with the LeBron.
Saying banned words.
What? The great Skip Bayless.
What triple double did he get to consider him to be great? Like, I want to know what roster.
A triple single.
Look, don't be hating on my man Drip Bayless. That's my man.
All right, y'all. Let's get into today's topic because Matt is drunk.
My man Drip Bayless.
So we're going to start off with a topic that I wish we could have talked about last week when we were all here when this happened. But as everybody sees, Philadelphia is out of the playoffs. Reason being,
Time out. You want to acknowledge him?
Never.
You got to acknowledge him. Or at least say that you was wrong.
I don't have to do nothing but 3 things. 4 things.
So you're not going to acknowledge that you were wrong.
4 things that I had. There's only 4 things in this world that I acknowledge.
Mm-hmm. So make her say she was wrong.
There's only 4 things in this life that I have to do: stay black, pay taxes, be a mama, and die.
But you also need to also say that Ice Trae is the real deal.
Let me tell you something. Y'all people, let me tell you how this always goes. Let me tell you how this always goes. No one on this show has accurately predicted the rise and fall of more people than me. Nobody. I'm just being honest.
You was wrong about Luka.
That was it.
You wrong about Trae Williams. Trae Williams too.
I'm not.
Trae is nice.
Who's Trae Williams?
I was about to say Trae Williams. I don't know. I got a homeboy named Trae Williams. Another story. But yeah, Trae Young is here, man. He's arrived. 48 points on
No. Keep that. No. You're gonna keep that same energy when I finish with this Ben Simmons thing. So, Ben Simmons got pretty much got Philly out the playoffs. Let's be 100% real, right? It was pretty much on Ben Simmons. Trae Young was Trae Young Trae Young in the whole time.
It wasn't just him.
Ben Simmons,
just him.
yes, and
it
the
wasn't
rest of the
just him.
team. But all right, so Ben Simmons, right? He doesn't want to take a jump shot. He doesn't want to be aggressive, even going to the rack. So Matt, I'll ask you, right? So I'll ask you.
I know exactly what play you talk about too.
Yes.
When he was open, he could have got a dunk, but he passed it up because he felt Gallo was behind him.
Imagine, I can't believe, imagine if Giannis would have did something like that.
I would have buried him, and I'm gonna bury Ben Simmons for that.
I'm about to say, so why are we not? we need to bury Ben Simmons the same way. Ben Simmons is garbage, and nobody's gonna tell me any different. We haven't given him enough smoke at all. This whole, like, from the beginning of the show all the way up until now, we've kind of just been on like Giannis, and Ben Simmons been in the back, kind of being trash, like
posting,
like
and
like
I'm
you're not worried about me.
And I'm trying to understand what happened. Like, he can't even hit free throws no more. Like, what happened?
Remember how people were getting on Markelle Fultz? Oh, he doing this and that. Markelle Fultz letting that thing go in Orlando. Ben Simmons won't let that thing go in
Like,
Philly.
Ben Simmons wasn't a bad. He wasn't great or good. He was decent. It's to the point he can't hit free throws no more. Like, I can understand the mid range and the 3-point shot.
I never seen him shoot a mid range shot in my life.
I never. But boy is so fearful to shoot. He won't even go to the rack no more. It's bad. Like, I don't get it. Like, I really wish I understood it. But yeah, send him to a psychiatrist or something. Like,
the same Santero that took care of Julius Randle got Ben Simmons too.
Look, Nate McMillan is something special. He is something special.
It's so Ben Simmons' inability to shoot a jump shot. So, if you are a GM, do you want Ben Simmons on? Do you still want Ben Simmons on your team?
Yeah.
If you're Philly, do you want Ben Simmons on your team?
No.
He's had his turn.
He's had his time. It's over. It's a wrap.
Yeah. That process is failed.
It wasn't just on him either.
That's what I said. I agree with you. You want to go in depth, or you want me to go? Huh? You want me to go into it? All right. Boom. One, I believe Steph Curry is owed a paycheck from Tobias Harris and Ben Simmons. Tobias Harris got paid $33 million, and he was nowhere to be found in this series. He was nowhere to be found.
Tobias was close to. Tobias was close to.
Oh my God! Like,
that's the first time he even mentioned in this podcast.
Oh my God! It is amazing that he skated through without scrutiny because he didn't do nothing in that series.
Not one thing.
And I was making jokes in our group chat like, yo, if I'm Steph Curry, I'm in the locker room like, yo, where my money?
Where's my game check?
Where's my check? He's getting paid $100 million. This one getting paid 33. What? I think Ben is getting 43 this year, and Tobias Harris getting 33. I want my money, bro. I dropped 28 and 32. I want my money. I need Embiid behind my back, like, yeah, give him his money. I want my money. If I'm Steph Curry, I want my money. Doc Rivers owe me a check too. I saved his bacon a good couple games in this series. I couldn't do everything, but Doc, I need my money.
Doc is pop, so you know he got him. But
I feel bad for the Sixers because they could have got James Harden for Ben Simmons.
But it wouldn't have done him anything this season either because James Harden was injured.
That's a fact. But yeah. I rely on him for a free throw shot.
I still want y'all to admit you want something to acknowledge. Acknowledge the fact that I was right
about what?
About the Nets.
You were right about predicting they won't go no further than the second round.
And I was correct about Doc Rivers too.
Oh yeah, we were all just like, whatever about Doc.
No, we had a whole big argument about that. I was like, Doc Rivers can't get you past the second round of the playoffs either. So if anybody can acknowledge If anybody needs to be acknowledged around these parts,
Doc needs to retire. It's a wrap.
I don't think so.
They be
They
killing.
need-
Yo, the
he gotta
team that
retire.
be on this. I think the players don't like Doc.
Bro, look at the
players don't
Clippers.
like him.
Look at the Clippers right now. They're in the Western Conference Finals for the first time. He needs to retire. Ty Lue's first year as the head coach, he takes them to the Western Conference Finals with virtually the same
He
team.
used the LeBron strategy. He awoken something. He awoken something in Kawhi Leonard.
No, and Paul George and Reggie Jackson.
Paul George. Listen, we're gonna move to that real quick. Paul George. He's still pandemic P.
He's still pandemic P.
I ain't go OD because he definitely gonna let us down. Like if I had a funeral, I would invite Paul George so he can let me down one last time.
One last time.
Right? But he has been playing good. I'm not going to.
But that is to be it.
Yes, we know that.
These are not participation awards to these guys.
Except for them 2 blown free throws that led to DeAndre Ayton's alley-oop
Let's not
win.
give him participation trophies, y'all. Come on.
Admit
Come
that,
on
Joe.
now.
Don't do that.
Come on now.
Yes. Oh no, I'll take that. I'm not
He's
trying
still
to give
pandemic P to a degree.
Yeah, to the 3. All right.
All right. I'll give y'all that. He's still pandemic P, but he kept them in the game. Reggie Jackson needs some credit too. Reggie Jackson definitely needs some credit.
More than Paul George.
But
Terrence Mann.
Reggie Jackson needs the most credit though out of those.
Definitely.
Because Reggie Jackson
put man over Paul George.
Huh?
I'll put man over Paul George too.
That's a fact, especially out of the Utah series.
When I look at Paul George, I'm like, bro.
I can't do man. I can't give man that much credit because the game after he put up 37, he put up 4. Like
it's not his fault.
That is his fault.
That's not his fault.
He shot 4 for 6. He had 8 points.
4 for 6.
Okay,
that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Why not request a Bowman?
Because
he's not the second option.
He clearly
Kawhi went down, and Paul George is the number 1 option. You still got Morris Senior. You still got
Marcus Morris shot damn near 1 foot for 20 from the 3-point line.
He's hurt. His knee is messed up right now. Because
we said the same thing about James Harden. Like, okay, you hurt, but you out there, hit your shots. So Marcus Morris, I'm not saying they're in the same before. No, let me not. I'm not retracting the statement, but let me fix it. I'm not comparing James Harden to one of the Morris twins. I am saying, as an NBA player, if you are out there shooting threes, you need to hit at least 2 or 3 of them. Like,
hi, baby. You guys are getting so big.
All right, Daddy got first recording. Go ahead.
So,
all right, bye-bye.
For those listening, that is our nieces and Matt's kids. Matt loved the kids. We all love the kids here at the Yerrr Sports Show.
Okay.
Tay's over here taking pictures. Y'all can't see this on the video.
You sending selfies to your little boyfriend? That's what you're
doing? Why you gotta be your little boyfriend? You sound mad.
I'm the brother. I gotta be like that. He know we crazy over here, right?
He might.
Just saying.
He might.
I don't care how tall he is.
Anyway, so staying on the Clippers. Staying on the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is still out. So
it's still out. He's out. Just say he's gone. He's not coming back.
Me and Pete brought this up last week. Is this more of a team building type of thing where they're not trying to say he's out for the season? Or is it more of a like, oh, he definitely may return. He definitely may return. If they get to the finals, he's going to return.
I think if he gets to the finals, he's going to return. Or maybe I'm buying into the team propaganda.
Honestly, it could be just keep Phoenix on their toes or whoever they're playing on their toes for the like what could possibly happen, even though I feel like he's not coming back. I'm sorry. I think he tore his meniscus or something. I think he needs surgery. The way that he landed, it looked like he tore something.
Poor guy.
That's what it looked like.
I like the guy. Always
and the Clippers have a shot. When Payne went down, and I don't know what's the story with his ankle, but that's a key piece. He dropped a big piece. He dropped 30 on them the other day.
That's a huge piece.
That's a real huge piece.
And speaking of dropping and picking up people, Dallas, they cleaned house with coaching and GMs now to hire Dirk as a special counsel to the team, Michael Finley as the new GM, and Jason Kidd as the new head coach. Yes, that was my face too when that happened. So
I'm guessing Jason Terry about to be the towel boy.
Jason Terry about to be an assistant coach. And Tyson Chandler gonna be on that bench too. So
just bring the whole championship team back.
Basically, that's what it seems like they're doing outside of Michael Finley, because Michael Finley left.
Finley was not on
it. This is like the Rucker. It's like all my homeboys getting together to coach a team. Like it's not giving at all.
I mean, this coach Jason is a good coach. It definitely did.
Guess where they went though?
Here we go.
He took their asses to the second round town. The second round town. The second round town.
I don't know who's gonna be worse, you or Stan.
The second round town. The second round town. The second round town.
The second round town. With that being said, still Luka being
second round town. The second round town.
Luka's still acting like a diva.
Sorry, guys, I had to rub it in a little bit. Sorry, because y'all, they're gonna beat him and they're gonna smash him and they're gonna thrash him and they're gonna go to the finals. They're gonna beat everybody and we're gonna be having parades on Flatbush Avenue with cocoa bread and beef patties and chicken tires.
Oh, I'm actually definitely talking about you because I said nothing about Flatbush Avenue.
We're gonna be having Juve morning over there on Flatbush Avenue. You know what? Guess what's going on now?
You know what, Tay?
Went down to the second round town. The second round town.
I never kick you when you're down. This is bad. I never kick you when you're down. This.
The second round town. The second round town.
To be fair, Matt, you just can't get over the hump. Like you can't get over the hump. Like every time it's you and Tay over something, it's just like
injuries,
bro. Like injuries.
And freaking Joe Harris not hitting a shot. Can't hit a freaking. Can't even throw a Skittle in a lake. The way he was freaking playing this whole. Oh.
He threw the Skittle and it hit the grass.
They made Giannis some bum ass Bucks look like a superstar team.
Shout out to Chris Middleton, the real closer.
Okay. We'll give it to him. That'll make it no better for Giannis being trash. Like, yeah. But
I hate seeing it. You know what I feel like? Every time I see Giannis try to do a free throw, I feel like just slapping him all in his face. I'm sorry.
Yo, Dre, you still got the video? Put the video up.
You got the dumbest
of the what?
They went down to
I'm Trae Young and Drew Holiday.
Oh no, I didn't put it up because I put it on the Yerrr Sports Show page, but I didn't put it up for the show. But
Tay, you ever seen Giannis mad? Woo! He said he shimmied. He shimmied on us.
He was over here like.
I try not to pay attention.
Yo,
you gotta see that. You got to see that play. It was funny.
Y'all like. Please go to the Yerrr Sports Show page. It is on the page. When you see it, you just look at it like. And anybody who played basketball, you can see 1,000 things wrong with that play.
King Quest, that's Jay Quest. That's Quest.
No, that's not. That's not. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. He messing with Tay.
He's supportive.
He messing with Tay.
What you said?
Oh, hold on. He said light skin warfare in the finals, and what round the Knicks are in the
same round as the Nets. The second round town. The second. My team wasn't even supposed to make the playoffs.
So are the Nets and the Knicks?
My team was in obscurity last year. They're relevant now.
Are the Nets and the Knicks on the same fishing boat?
Big bad three coming to Brooklyn. You got Kyrie. You got
at the hospital.
They are Woodhull.
Nobody can stop them. Guess what? The second round.
Y'all definitely in Woodhull. That's why Kyrie never came back because he went to Woodhull.
Exactly why.
With the Woodhull.
Exactly why.
Oh,
He went there for a knee injury, came out with a C-section.
oh man.
Yo, it's crazy. Everybody feel the same way about Woodhull Hospital. That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Don't even go there about the Knicks. Y'all didn't even have them making the playoffs. So
I didn't.
making it to the 4th seed in the playoffs with a whole bunch of castaways on the castaway.
I still have a decent record, but I didn't think they were going to get to the playoffs. I didn't think they would get to the playoffs. Not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely didn't expect Miami to get handled the way they did.
We're not talking about that.
I didn't expect that either.
You know, Tyler Herro's on the trading block, right?
That's cool. But we're not talking about Miami. We're not here for that. We're not here for that. We don't do that here.
The Knicks got eliminated the same round LeBron did, so I think that's all right.
Yo, like it's crazy. This is March Madness.
Mm-hmm.
This is March Madness.
I appreciate this NBA Finals because we're gonna get something different.
I just don't want Milwaukee in the finals.
Yeah, nobody wants to see Milwaukee in the finals.
Going to the finals, y'all.
I have fun joking on Giannis. It brings
I
me
do
joy.
too. And then if Giannis end up winning the championship, I'm still not saying he's good. I'm still going to say he's trash. So,
but the thing is, he's not bad. He's just not what everybody says he is.
Yeah,
that's it. Is we're not saying that he's not good. He's really good.
I don't see it.
He's just not what everybody is making him out to be.
It makes me feel. And maybe it makes me feel like I don't know what I'm talking about. But I don't see it. I don't see it. And I try. And to this point where I'm just like, yo, he's a bum. I'm sorry. He's not a bum. He's a mini bum, a bumbleclot.
He's a mini bum.
So
Giannis is not a bum. We're going. Oh no, he's not Andre Drummond. No, for sure.
Yeah, he's a little bumbleclot. He's not Andrew Bynum. He's not.
Andrew Bynum's not a bum.
Yes, he is. Matt, we can sit and have a whole episode about how trash Andrew Bynum was.
We're not gonna do that.
He like James Jackson too.
He's a 2-time champion. We're not going to do that.
Because of Kobe, Bean, Bryant, and Pau Gasol.
We're still not going to do that. Andrew Bynum played a part in that too. Don't do that.
You know who got a championship ring? Brian Scalabrine.
We're not going to bring up that either. That's what we're not
No. We can't. We are going to.
We're not going to put Brian Scalabrine in the same boat as Andrew Bynum. We're not going to do that.
We are because Brian Scalabrine is better.
No, we're not doing this. I refuse to do this. I refuse. He was a bum in Philly, though. He was definitely a bum in Philly.
Was a bum too. How about that?
I agree with you on that. I got hell for that.
Nah, I like Mario Chalmers.
You on your own.
I'll be on my own.
You in the second round town by yourself, bro.
Nah, Dre was a Miami Heat fan. He was dead a Miami Heat fan.
I was a Heat fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was wherever he was at. I was a fan of. so like, LeBron, you going where? All right, come on, let's go. Like,
I hated the Miami Heat when
I hated them too. I laughed so hard
I couldn't sleep.
When Dallas beat them. I laughed so hard when Dallas beat them.
When they won, I couldn't sleep. I was sick.
The only reason why I was happy when Dallas won was because of Jason Kidd, and that was it.
I was really happy for Dirk.
I was happy that the Mavs
I was happy for Dirk.
I was really torn because
decisive fashion too.
Yeah,
I was like, yes. And then when the Heat won the next year, I was sick.
I was like, yeah.
Sick.
Beat the hell out of KD.
I saw Chris Bosh do that with that champagne bottle. I was even sicker.
Yo, that was wild, bro. Oh, no. That was too much, bro.
I was sick. I was sick with it.
That was sick what he did. That was... Man.
Oh my God, yo! I think that was the original meme, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh my God, bro!
Yeah, that meme is one of those.
I love my favorite meme of NBA meme of all time is when Kobe was sitting there by himself and it was like trade everybody.
Yeah,
that was my favorite one. I was like trade everybody. But if you see some of my posts, I'm gonna start like resharing them. How bad I used to go in on the Heat. I used to post up random players and be like, yo, you a Heat fan, name me. You know?
Because they were just...
I hated that Heat. I
hated them.
I loved it.
I was a big Ray Allen fan, and it's like to see
that's the one I didn't like. That's the one I didn't like. I'm not gonna lie to you. I loved everybody but Ray Allen because I felt the way because he did what KD. He basically did what KD did. Oh, y'all gonna beat us in the playoffs? All right,
That
cool.
hurt my heart.
See you
Yo.
a
I
little
was
bit.
like,
Can't beat
no,
him?
Ray.
You're joining him.
No.
Can't beat him, join him.
I was
Like-
glad that he left the Celtics. I hate, you know how I feel about that organization and about
number 34.
Who? Paul Pierce? The truth? Talking about the truth?
the original Pandemic P.
Don't do that. Paul Pierce shows up in
What
big
you call
moments. We're
him?
not going to do that.
Yo, you know
Don't
what?
do that.
He do show up.
Paul
He
Pierce shows
he
up.
In
show
a
up at parties.
wheelchair.
He show up at parties on Instagram and get himself fired. That's what he do.
Look, you got to
You,
understand.
where them girls at? No,
He retired. He got to live his life.
Right,
He
but
retired,
not
he gotta live his life.
not when you working for Mickey, bro. You know
Look,
better, bro.
You don't
know
need that
better.
bag from Mickey. He still got a bag.
So you telling me you gonna sit here and tell me you got your NBA money and then Mickey want to give you extra money and you're like, nah, I don't need it.
Mickey money comes with
Fumble
like
the bag.
stipulations. I'm good, bro. But yeah, he definitely did fumble the bag.
Yeah.
He fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
I personally
He was looking like Ezekiel Elliott, bro. Like he was just can't hold on to the ball. Like, come on.
Boy,
That's crazy. Oh, but woo. Next week we're definitely gonna talk about the draft lottery. It's not too much. This draft class is pretty
boring.
Maybe we're not, because we're not too much into the college scene, but I didn't see anybody that really stuck out in the college and in the who's gonna be in the draft. But definitely look into it and speak about the teams where they're gonna be drafting and what they could potentially do. But shout out to the Job Tears Network, of course, the Job Tears podcast too.
Hold up. Who you picking tonight?
I'm picking the Suns. Wait, yeah, I'm picking the Suns. I'm still picking the Suns.
Okay. You on mute?
I think I'm gonna pick the Suns, man.
I don't know.
If Tay picked the Suns, then picking the Suns. Like,
I want them to win this series, believe it or not. I'm not.
I
Really
do too.
fan.
I'm not a Clippers fan, but I think Pandemic P gonna show out tonight.
for the level of jokes, I would like to see the Clippers win just because of the level of jokes that's going to be going on the page if the Clippers win. Like,
I'm just saying, if they could win without Kawhi, I don't think nobody can call Paul George Pandemic P ever again.
I'm going to say that they are a phenomenal team of players.
Damn, that's bad.
If they win without Kawhi, they are a phenomenal team of players. Other than that, I'm not being like, yeah, Paul George.
If they win this series, they're winning the championship.
I don't know.
That depends who comes out the East. That depends who comes out the East.
They beat neither team.
I don't know.
Team.
I don't know.
Because that Bucks is, I told you, they're little bumbleclots.
I can't believe Brooke Lopez showed up last night.
No, we're not giving Brooke Lopez participation awards either.
I'm not giving nobody no participation points ever.
He should be shooting threes all the time.
Yo,
not the shit Giannis.
No,
not the shit Giannis.
Brooke Lopez was shooting. I was so through. I remember I texted you guys at like 12. I'm like, why is he shooting threes?
You remember there was games in the playoffs last year when he shot like whatever for 10? Why is Brooke Lopez shooting 10 threes?
Because he's a 3-point shooter.
This is not 2010.
And even then, he shouldn't be shooting threes. Like, come on.
Why all these guys shooting threes?
I don't know. Ask Giannis and ask LeBron. Everybody 3-point shooter now.
Yeah, he cannot help himself, Dre.
So hold up. You ain't gonna keep the same energy with LeBron while he's shooting
Kevin
threes.
Durant just as tall as LeBron is not taller? His
But
tall
LeBron-
hockey.
But Kevin Durant is more efficient.
LeBron is a wing player. LeBron is a wing player, so I expect LeBron to shoot a few. I don't expect Brooke Lopez to shoot 10 threes. Absolutely not.
He shouldn't. That's bad coaching.
Mike Budenholzer.
Oh, I think he's gone.
Yeah,
if
Mike
they don't win the
Budenholzer-
championship, I think he's gone.
Nah,
I know that.
If they win the championship or not, Mike Budenholzer.
If they win a championship, he saved his job. But if they don't win, if they get dumped off by Atlanta, Budenholzer getting fired the next day.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised Doc Rivers still got a job. I'm not even gonna hold you because I don't understand why he played.
It's not Doc Rivers' fault, bro.
It is his. This
one not Doc Rivers' fault, bro.
It is his fault to a degree because you could have utilized Ben Simmons in a different light where he's not being where he has to shoot. He's still 6'10". He don't necessarily have to run point.
So, are you gonna have Joel Embiid shooting threes?
Hell no.
Okay, so where are you putting Ben Simmons?
On the bench. I have him run with the second unit. I'm not stupid.
I'm not having him run with the second unit because I got Dwight Howard, bro. Like, no.
Look, he can run power forward.
So both of them gonna be on the block. So we playing with the 80s, right?
I'm sorry. You rather him running a point where they can just stop the ball and foul him and put him on the free throw line.
I'd rather him shoot a damn jump shot and miss.
I'd rather him get a confidence.
We get on Giannis about shooting jump shots, but at least Giannis will shoot them. As bad as
I get on Giannis because he has no footwork, he has no moveset, and he shoots.
Giannis has no bag
at all. He has one move, that stupid spin move that Clint Capella keeps falling for, which I don't understand. It pisses me off so much. I don't get it. It's the same move. He's going the same way all the time. He don't do nothing else. The spin move or the stupid Euro step into a spin, the same move. Clint Capella falls for it all the time. I'm like, yo, sub him.
Because he doesn't know if he's going to come from the left or the right. Because your team got dropped off in second round town.
All right, it's time to leave. We're not doing this.
Again, shout out to the Jabba Tears Network, the Jabba Tears Podcast, 2.5 Bros.
To second round town. Oh my goodness. Y'all are so lucky I was
to zone talks, to zone sessions, tea time with Tavia, which we'll have another episode coming up very, very, very soon.
We're gonna talk about why I'm always right.
Brooklyn BS with me and Matt. We're coming out with a second episode eventually. Don't even worry about it, y'all.
They're not worrying about it, y'all.
And in Brooklyn BS, we're gonna talk about how Tavia be lying. That's what it is. She be lying.
I don't lie.
No, you don't call nothing.
I don't lie.
Because you still want to admit that Trae Young is that guy.
That's one thing I don't do.
Lying, because you know Trae Young is that guy. Just like you know Kyrie Irving's a superstar. We ain't doing this.
You want to give Trae Young little DeBarge ass some credit, but you can't give Dominique Wilkins no credit for that franchise.
I gave him credit. I said he's a superstar. I said he's a superstar. Dominique Wilkins is a superstar, but so is Kyrie Irving.
Down in Hypocrisy Town. Hypocrisy Town.
So I don't know where you get this. You need to stop watching Willy Wonka or whatever the hell you've been watching that got you singing this weird melody thing that you're singing.
It makes sense though.
No, it don't.
Got dropped off.
No, I did not. It was injuries and Joe Harris.
Let the fact get away from this story.
Injuries and Joe Harris.
Same colors. This is second round town.
Dropped off.
For the voice of a generation, Pete Rosado.
Yeah, it's not for him. He ain't want to join us today.
Freaking Joe Harris.
For BK Matt.
Not for him either, because he started to show off with some hypocrisy.
It was not hypocrisy. Kyrie Irving is a star. He is a superstar.
For the Queen, 7K.
Everybody pays to see Kyrie Irving.
It is your
do what he does. I'm going to send you a Kyrie Irving highlight tape. That's what I'm going to do.
$3
That's exactly what I'm going to see how great that man is.
He's a star.